test. There we are. Hey, we good. We good. What's up, everyone? This is not gonna be the standard light, by the way. This is not a new light, FYI. I just needed to have it in the room temporarily because of our big ass Christmas tree. Let me reduce the sound. Maybe I can get it just out of the shot. Yeah, okay, a little bit better. But that's not gonna be, that's not the new light. So we are in a furnished rental apartment since we moved from the Netherlands. Because it's quite simply easiest to move to another country and not bring all of your own stuff. That light was in the living room, but because we got ourselves a really big Christmas tree, the light and the tree, they don't fit in the same space, so we had to get the light out. So now I have a light extra. But yeah, we do have new lights, but I need the closet to come. Yeah. Okay, so of course I'm live earlier than usual, and I did not post a morning update because price action has been so slow. There's not like a lot to update about. I did do a bit of new analysis this morning, so of course we're going to talk about that. Silver was updated earlier, and I have I have four folders really we're going to cover, but yeah, we're going to cover Elliott waves on Bitcoin, and then we move onto the alts, as long as Bitcoin is not really doing too much. Yeah, we have time to do some alts. And yeah, also in case you didn't hear it, yesterday during last weekend, I bought a lot of stuff to improve the live stream, and got a new webcam already, but I still have to install it. Got a microphone arm here, the PSA-1. Got some lights, a laptop stand, new phone, new mouse, new cables, and new stuff is still arriving. I actually forgot to buy the prompter, the Elgato prompter, so I need to get that one still. But yeah, a lot will improve because now the webcam is my laptop webcam. It's a great laptop. I've been using it for 6 years, Predator Triton 500. It's really amazing. But I also get a new laptop. But that one will come a little bit later this month. So yeah, lots of new stuff, but I have a separate webcam and all sorts of stuff. So it's going to be increasing the experience for you as well as my working environment. And I actually have to say, I'm very inspired by, wait, my webcam, give me a second here, by Tom. Now, I don't know if you know him, and if you don't, check him out. So Tom Buck, he doesn't know me, right? I happened to stumble upon his channel. I love his space. I absolutely love what this guy does. Besides, I believe he was Teacher of the Year in video and media and related things back in the day. Got himself a channel. I think it's very informative. So if you're into this type of stuff, this is a video about his setup, and I actually got myself a new MacBook, so that's why it's interesting to me. I've never used Mac before, so it's a switch, so I need to learn a thing or two. And then here is his complete new desk setup, and even though some things will be different for me, I bought some stuff already before watching his content. I mean, I really enjoy I think his room is awesome. I like colors as well, like bright blue, bright green. Of course, green and blue are the colors of my logo. Yeah, like I'm really inspired by how he does some of his stuff. So as you can see, I've been watching the video. I was actually watching just before going live, but I had to stop here because I had to go live myself. Yeah. Yeah, very, very interesting. And I will definitely learn a thing or two about how he set up his desk and everything. And probably support him as, I think I already supported him with some of his affiliate links there. I like to support creators for like he shows different things, and yeah, I like to support the guy. So, but there's probably still more to come as my setup will be more advanced, because of course the whole YouTube journey is kind of new to me. I have a great big screen, 37-inch here, with a it's on a how do you call it? like a desk clamp, you know, like a stand, I suppose. But I'm really sure, like when my wife and I are gonna buy a house here in France, I'm gonna completely go wild on my office. So yeah, how do you use Atas on Mac? You just get the what's that? You get the Windows emulator. You just download that one program. I need to do research again. You just download like a program. You can boot up Windows and then just use Mac in the window, or the Atas in the Windows environment, and yeah, it should be really, really easy. So yeah, it won't slow me down. It's just one more click. Because I need to boot up the Windows environment on the Mac, open Atas, do my thing, and then ta-da. Yo, guys, I just started the stream. Yeah, exactly, Parallels. Thanks, Luca. Yeah, that's the one. I recognize it. Captain Swag. Yo, I feel blessed to have found you, mate, and your incredible Discord server. Special shout out to the alt boys. Have a beer on me. I will. Now, shout out to the alt boys. Let's provide the... Oh, wait, 1 second. Let's go to the altcoin channel here. Altcoin, and of course also in gold, lots of chatting about altcoin. So here the altcoin channel in Discord, very, very active. Lots of stuff happening here in this channel, of course, when we, you know, lots of analysis. This is all today, by the way, like what I'm scrolling. This is today, like insane how much people are sharing here, but the same in Elliott Wave only, and also in the general Elliott Waves. This is the gold channel. Lots of chatting here. Also, Samith, Broncos, Ike, Snakey Eyes. I think mainly Ike, Samith, Broncos. Like lots of old stuff, total stuff, Pistachio in here as well. So yeah, look, you like Captain Swag. You're the one that says thank you, but I should also say thank you. And everyone being part of the community to make it what it is. It's not like I control all of it. Like it's your personalities and your will to share and discuss and analyze that eventually makes it what it is. And I love being in the community. For me, it's yes, it's the Koens community, I suppose, but I love being there. I always have it open on my desktop if I'm behind my screen, so or behind my setup here. So yeah, thanks man, and thanks for the 10 as well. Hopefully your trading does very well. Cheers, dude. And also, of course, we have maybe a Band-Aid from a hotel room I saw, right? Maybe a Band-Aid. Where did I see this? Oh, here, hotel Wi-Fi sucks. Thanks, man. Yo, thanks for the 5 again. Yo. If you continue like this, you're becoming a top gifter now. By the way, so like, cool down. Dave Digital, Joaquin Rivera, Homar, Leila, Senat, and Oku. Make sure to fill in this link here posted by Jeroen. Thanks, Jeroen, and we'll get you sorted. We'll bump you up to the silver membership. Also, welcome everyone. Of course, Jeroen, maybe a Band-Aid. Mark, thanks guys. Thanks for popping in here during the live stream. And then we have Michael. We will analyze some of the alts. First do Bitcoin, then move into the alts. We have some time on our hands today. I'm also live earlier than usual. Not sure if I do a second live. It depends on the price action. So now I do a live. I might still do another live later today, depending on if anything happens on Bitcoin, the yes, the no. But Michael, what's up? Gal, Mano, welcome. Matthias, Lowry, good to have you here. Can't read this though, but yeah, welcome. the signs. Tristan Martinez, maybe a Band-Aid. Mark, Rahul, Sam. What's up, Sam? Good to have you here. Welcome. Gamul, what's up? Cheese, how you doing? Cheese is awesome. Like you see him often in the comment section and always commenting. Thanks for being here, man. Show us the Christmas tree. I'll put it on my Instagram story, but we still have to build it. So like, and you know, it's, yeah. So we got a new tree here. and we still have to set it up. The second, like it arrived in 2 parts. They couldn't send it in 1 part, so it's in 2 parts. It's not it's a fake tree, but it looks really good, right? It's not like if you see it, you won't think it is, but it is. You know what I mean? I forgot. 1 second. Okay. So the brand is Balsam Hill. I forgot the brand. My wife did the research, so she eventually just got it. So Balsam Hill, and we went to a couple of planned locations here in the south of France, but I don't know, I don't really like the trees. They were either very open, you could see the fake stand in the middle. You could see almost through the tree, and I don't like that. I want the full tree, and I also don't like trees that have the white dotty ends. You know what I mean? If it's a fake tree, it's almost like they had a plastic straw and they just cut it. Probably that's what they did, and then that's you see all the white little dots at the end, it's clearly fake. Yeah, I don't like that. So Balsam Hill, you write it like this, Balsam Hill. Right, that's the company where it comes from. So and I'll put it on Instagram. Once the tree is finished and stuff, I'll make sure to put a picture on my story. I actually have to be more active on Instagram anyway. My editor now has access to Instagram as well. So you can expect stuff on Instagram, also trading related. We'll get to the alts. What's up, Rico, Steffi, Dudu? Yeah, so Atlas on Mac has been answered. Jeez, man, maybe a band-aid. Take it easy. Oh, nice. Okay, well, there you go. Captain Swag, man. Fill in the link, yeah? We'll bump you up to silver. Terror, Mark, Sarthak, Dustin. Fill in this form, put in gifted bronze, and we'll bump you up to silver. Welcome to the Koen's Home Decoration channel. I know, right? Okay, shall we start? Also, we can go chatting forever, but we'll better get to the analysis. Maria, welcome back yesterday. Always a pleasure. Good to have you here. Everest, hasta la vista, Barbie. Luca, thanks for sharing that. Alan, Mario, what's up? Good afternoon. Okay. Let's get this going. So we're going to start with Bitcoin, and then after Bitcoin, we will, it's like chatting Q&A together with analysis on the alts, right? So let's see how far we get. No? So as always, we zoom out during the live stream. I'm actually going to refresh my page here quick, just to make sure that it's a little bit it's not laggy, but once you refresh it, it works, it's smoother. So do this here, get the dot. Back in the day, I used the cross as my cursor, but I actually very much like the dot. It's just a little bit more clean. Okay, so there we go. Cool. Let's get it. Can you explain where I could use CVD? I mean, where do you install it? Oh, let me answer this quickly. Trez, the CVD, you go to the AGGR website, which is what you see here. Now, I probably recommend to go to Discord, link in the description. It says something like free CVD template description. Good to know channel in Discord. You scroll up, and then here is the website, right? You can just Google as well. AGGR.trade here, charts.agr.trade. And then the template that without the lines is the one here. This is the one I always used to have back in the day, but now we have the automated line. So and that's this post. So that's a different post here. And then you can just download the template, and then the steps are explained there as well, right? So you can upload it on AGGR, and then ta-da, it's all there. If it doesn't work out, just write again, and we'll help you out. Okay, how far are we? 20 minutes, perfect. So on the weekly time frame, right? Sorry. Wow, nice start. So on the weekly time frame, the conservative bullish count is what you see here on the chart, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So far, price made another high on a lower amount of volume, which is what you want to see in a wave 5. This is on the Coinbase chart. I realize on Binance there's some higher volume, but I prefer Coinbase over the Binance chart. Also volume-wise, yes, even though Binance tends to have the highest volume, I very much prefer Coinbase. Based on my data that I tracked in the past, I tracked different charts based on volume and the candlesticks and the wicks. Coinbase is quite simply for me the one that came out best, so that's the one I use. And so far, higher high on lower volume. Now the target area for your wave 5 is here on the chart. 130k would be the max, and what you're looking for is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So you won't actually see a 4 and then a 5. Most recent high on the chart, or most recent move to the upside on the chart, has the highest amount of volume, which is most common for wave 3. So therefore we still want to actually see a 4 and a 5. Now then you have your 2s here. You want to see a couple of 4s and 5s, which means move down, up, potentially multiple times, right? And then eventually end it. Now the more bullish, so this is primary scenario, right? Your bullish or more bullish alternative is a double 1, 2. And then you look for 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, right? Now in this case, you want volume to increase above the pivot here on the Coinbase chart, because wave 3 tends to have the highest amount of volume. So we want continuation, volume increasing, and do not forget that even in a conservative scenario, we're actually still looking for higher prices based on the Elliott wave probabilities, right? Looking for at least a 4 and 5. So if this move to the upside is increasing in volume, right, higher high on price, and volume starts to increase, right, we can still look for the potential even more bullish scenario, which is this one here, right? So in this case, you look for continuation, and the target for wave 5 in the conservative scenario should easily be smashed, pretty much. Now on the daily time frame, thanks guys for for the likes and all that stuff. So weekly time frame, right? Primary is the conservative bullish scenario. Alternative is the more bullish scenario. But for the alternative to become a primary, we need more volume coming in, more volume than your conservative wave 3 count, basically, or you need to smash the upper target for a wave 5, and then we can start talking about more bullish scenarios, really. Now, locally, this is your bullish impulsive scenario, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Your quote-unquote bearish scenario is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that this range here is a blue 4, and you get one more move in a blue 5. By all means, in both cases, you still look for at least one more move to the upside, and that is then also what we focus on. So here we are looking for wave 4, right? Highest amount of volume, as you can see over here as well, is in this move to the upside, which is most common for your 3s. Now we had a small range here, right? Now this range here can be counted as a 4 matching this 2, or this range is a 4 already matching this 2. And then you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, right? Explains the more bearish alternative. But by all means, you're still looking for 4s. So the target area for your wave 4 is on the chart, right? The invalidation for a wide 4 is 79.4K. And yeah, preferably you like a wave 4 to extend in time, which is something that we've been talking about for quite a while now. Ever since this low was made, preferably we look for a continuation of the range, because this low, even though it hit the blue box, which is a target for a wave 4, and also the FIBs were hit, the 236 target for a wave 4 was hit over here, this low was made before this vertical line, which is the 1-to-1 FIB time, right? FIB time tool, this one here, trend-based FIB time, taken from the start to the end of 2 to the end of 3. And preferably wave 4 is longer than wave 2, meaning preferably your 4 ends after the 1-to-1, which at the moment looks very likely. And that's also something we were looking for. So after this low, probabilities were still higher to continue the range and not just go, right? And that's at the moment pretty much also locally what we look for with regards to probabilities now. So that is that on a weekly as well as on a daily time frame. Now then we get to the 1 hour. And this morning I removed all of my folders, and I decided to just keep it very, very simple, because as complex as wave 4s can be, which they generally are, it's much better to have more of a I suppose helicopter view, bird's eye view, instead of doing all the nitty gritty like we did recently, which was fun. So I have a few folders here that I want to walk you through. Finish my water, so I probably need to get some water soon. So cool, very simple. A, B, C. In this scenario, I do not care if this is a zigzag or a flat, because the ABC is the same. You use ABC in a zigzag, but you also use ABC in a flat. The difference is, how high does B go? The invalidation of a zigzag is taking the high, but for a flat, you preferably take the high, right? That's a big difference. So I don't care if this is a 5 or a 3 in this particular scenario, right? Your B in this scenario would then be a W zigzag, X complex structure, WXY, or at least a zigzag family structure. You could count it as a WX and now a wave Y, hit support that we have below us. Still interesting. And then move up for your blue wave Y. Now in a zigzag, 5, 3, 5, invalidation is the high. You need wave Y to be a flat or a triangle. In a flat, where you want your B to take out the high, you want wave Y to be a zigzag. That's the difference. So in both cases, you're looking for a complex X in this scenario, and then depending on the next move, which is your Y, do you get a zigzag? Then we look for a flat, A, B, and then C. Is it a flat here internally, right? Then it's going to be A, B, C. Is this going to be a triangle? A, B, C, right? But the price movement on the short term is relatively similar. So I don't care if it's a 5-3-5 zigzag or a 3-3-5 ABC. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You still would look at a W. This is complex X, and then you get your Y. And depending on the structure of your Y, you'll know, right? You'll get the idea. But the short-term movement is the same. Preferably, I would really like it. I've been saying this. I would really like it if we just hit the support. I don't control price, even though these boxes are very nicely respected very often. And it would just be nice to see it touched and then observe the reaction once we hit it. So it's definitely an area I keep an eye on, so to speak. But yeah, in this case, you have, of course, in a zigzag, you look for A, B, C, and it's likely to take the low of your A. In a flat, A, B, you can still have a running flat, which means you come down here, not take the low of A, and then move up. We have been talking in also gold about taking this low. And, the flat, the expanding flat, is very attractive. First, take the liquidity at the high, make people, where was this? Make people FOMO here. Grab that liquidity and then drag it down. Liquidate everyone. All the stop losses hit. And then as everyone is fearful and got wrecked, no money anymore, and then you move back up. It's very attractive from a psychology point of view. But yeah, like 90K, there's... Of course, there's always a reason to take the liquidity at 90, but I wouldn't mind taking the high first to keep, let's say, the bullish market structure alive, grab the liquidity and then drag it down. Honestly, that would be nice. But yeah, again, you're just looking for X to finish and then a wave Y. If you do lose this support, though, that's going to increase probabilities to move down and take this low. Because if I open all my folders, you'll see there's not much below price here. All right, so we have support, cool. But below this, there's not much till we take the low. Yeah, we have a daily and the value area high, but you can see the value area high has been tested once here, the bigger, fatter blue line. And the daily is new, but not really anything super significant, but it's good to at least keep on your chart. But it's not like, wow, you know, it's great support. While down here, this is quite interesting still, point of control of this whole range at 89. So yeah, this is quite important support, the 93K area. I made a video recently titled Why 93K is Very Important. This is why. Because if it doesn't hold, it's very likely you'll take out 90K and move to 89. So yeah, in this scenario, you're looking for price to still move up. After an X, you look for a Y, and depending on Y, you're looking for a zigzag or a flat structure. Now, your most bearish scenario, sometimes you got to be a little bit dramatic. Your most bearish scenario is that you are going down way further than people expect. So you have your 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and instead of like having a sideways wave 4 on the daily and then move up, this bearish scenario at the moment, by the way, not the highest probabilities, but it's not invalidated. This bearish scenario basically means you go down, down, down. And this on a daily time frame can only be true if we count this. 1 second, I have a bearish count here somewhere. Oh, there we go. If we have WX triangle Y, 1, 2, 3, 4, and an extended 5. Extended 5s, however, are rare. Wave 5 is usually smaller than 3. Wave 3 is most commonly the longest structure, not your 5. Right? Same with volume. But if you would count very bearish 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, then your 3 is easily, you know, you're going to go back to 70s, 60s, you know, you just go down. So that is your most bearish scenario. Not the highest probability because of the daily time frame, where this is then an extended structure to the upside. So yeah, because the moment you switch things around, if I would move this, if I would move 3 here and 4 here, we can't, like 1, 2, 3, where's my subwave 4, right? And then 5, 4, I can't. You then have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then I need 4, 5, 4, 5, but we don't. So then immediately, the moment I switch, I do this, I need another 4, 5 here. So you still move up. So not the highest probability, but it is good to be aware of the potential. And the moment this scenario is invalidated is the moment you move above this high, 98.2. I'll repeat, not the highest probabilities, but also not invalidated. So the probabilities remain higher for upside on the weekly, on the daily, and then locally here, I would like price to actually move down first, hit the support, observe the reaction, look for signs of strength, then get a Y to the upside, and then, you know, finish a B in either zigzag or flat. Maybe take all-time high, hit 100K, make people FOMO, wreck everyone by price moving down in a C, and then continue the bull market. Interesting. This is a continuation of the range. This is, I suppose, the actually probably one of the more complex and boring scenarios here, right? So just to, we'll get to the probabilities, right? As we always do, I'll get to the probabilities. But this is actually a bullish scenario, A, B, C, and you continue up. Bearish scenario is quite simply down, you know, it's almost like bear market stuff. And then you have the triangle, which is the not so much action happening type of scenario. Now, it remains a little bit early still to talk triangles because D is not in, but I do like to keep an eye on it. I need to change discount, by the way, here. So it's not an ABC. Wave C now is a WXY with potential even WXYZ. But you have a 3-wave A, 3-wave B, 3-wave C, 3-wave D, 3-wave E. Now, in this scenario, you also like that support here to be touched, right? And then you move up in your D, get down in an E, and then eventually you continue your way to the upside. Now, in this scenario, you do not take the low at 90K, which of course is very interesting in a bull market, bullish market structure. Likely shorts have their TPs at this level as well here, right? So it's also interesting to leave it behind and not come down that far, right? So the first move down was the deepest, and then the people waiting to get back, the people waiting to fill up again at 90, as now they might feel like, oh shit, I actually missed the opportunity. They might feel left out, of course. Then again, this support area here, of course, plays an important role, right? You want your wave C preferably to hold this area here, no? And then move for your DE and continue up. What's this? Oh yeah. And then finally your most bullish scenario, and then we get to probabilities, and I'll explain in order which is the highest and the lowest probability. This one, by the way, is low probability, because this is now your finished wave 4 on the daily time frame, which is shorter than 2. Then you need a wave 1 here. This is a W. This is your X. This is your Y, which means your W is a running flat, your X is a running flat, and your Y is zigzag. Now, mind you, a running flat is very rare, never preferred unless everything else fails. So having 2 running flats in a sideways WXY is not very likely. So that is not great. Alternatively, of course, you could say, oh, well, I put wave 1 there and we avoid this being a running flat. Cool. But how do you count a nice structured wave 1 here? This range is so much bigger compared to any of the ranges here. And mind you, this has to be a wave 4. And it needs to match a wave 2 in time and in ratio. And that's, yeah, it's not really possible. It looks much better, of course, if you just look at it. It looks much better as a 3-wave structure compared to a 5, but we need a 5 in wave 1. Now, in this case, though, you're looking for 2, and then off you go. So in this case, you don't come back down after B and then C. So the price action, interestingly, is exactly the same as this scenario, where you look for Y and then C down, but in the bullish scenario, you continue. So this part is similar. You look for support, you look for price to move up, and then depending, there we go again, depending on the move up, we'll get a lot more clarity on what comes next, right? So your bullish scenario actually has the same type of price action short term, but then a little bit longer term, that's where it changes. So if we then talk about probabilities, then we have on number 1, the sideways ranging structures, right? So we have the ABC here, which is either 3 or 5, doesn't matter. WXY, as explained in the B, where your wave Y for a flat needs to be a zigzag, ABC. And if we want a ABC zigzag in yellow, we need W, X, and then Y needs to be either a flat or a triangle. So depending on the structure, we know more. Your bearish scenario, low probabilities due to the daily time frame, but not invalidated. If you do take out 98.1K, it is invalidated. Oh, by the way, second, the triangle. So we have the bullish scenario and we have the triangle scenario. In both cases, we do actually look for support and then a bit of a bounce and a move up, right? And depending on the structure, we know more. But the triangle is a good one to keep in mind, right? Very much still alive. Now, as mentioned, bearish scenario, low probabilities, and actually the very bullish scenario is also lower probabilities because of a very short time wave 4 plus running flat, you know, in a W and an X, not too great. I even wonder in time, how long is this now? Okay, about 5 times. So yeah, that's this. So actually, from a probability standpoint, it would be nicest if price can find support and then have a bounce, and then depending on the structure, we know what we're going to be looking for, but we don't have that information yet. The only scenario where you really go down would be the most bearish scenario, which is the multi-one 2, because even if you want to count a zigzag, right? In a 5, 3, and a 5, even if wave C is a 5, you don't want to start with 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 in a wave C, because you're going to get such a big C, unless like it will be scary for many if you go all the way down, but you preferably get a wave C that looks like an A, very clear, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and not have like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, ta ta ta, and then you go. So it makes more sense to think about a bigger 3 and then get your C if you're looking for a zigzag, that is. So yeah, weekly time frame bullish, daily remains bullish as well from an Elliott wave point of view. And in this range, the probabilities are highest for the sideways ranging structures, which is what I have on the chart, either a zigzag or a flat. Price movement is the same. Look for support and then a bounce to the upside. If it is a triangle or a flat, we look for zigzag. If this becomes a zigzag, we look for the bigger flat in yellow. And if this is impulsive, we might look for continuation impulsively. It just doesn't have the highest probability. And with regards to news, we have 4 p.m. today, and then Wednesday, Friday, we have some news as well. NFP here might be interesting on Friday. So yeah, let's see. Might be some volatility. December 11th, also some stuff going on, of course. I don't know who asked me this morning. Someone asked me or I had a conversation. Oh, wait, that was with my team, with Jeroen and Lachlan. Jeroen in chat and Lachlan, the editor. Oh wait, bullish CVD. Let me explain this. Even though on a 15-minute you see bullish CVD, make sure you go to the 3-minute where you see bearish CVD. The local CVD is more important. Okay, that's why I had my 3-minute time frame on here on AGGR. So on the 15 you might see bullish, but if you have a 15 bullish which is countered every bounce so far with bearish 3-minute CVD, those are more important till the moment you change structure and you move up with bullish CVDs and bullish market structure. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so Lachlan asked something. Oh yeah, so the past 3 years, December, I don't have there's a website that has it, but in the last 3 years, the Christmas period, I should say it like this, during Christmas, we were still part of a range, but after Christmas and the start of the new year, that is where we moved out of the range. Of course, in the bear market, we moved down, and the other two cases, we moved up afterwards. I don't have the data of all the years that Bitcoin is alive, but I just checked the last few years. So yeah, we are of course in December now. We'll see where we are when it's Christmas, but I won't be surprised if we're still in some range, and then early next year is when we get some more volatility. We already had a lot of volatility, but yeah. So. Lots of chatting. Now we're gonna do some alts. No? We started at 20 minutes. Yeah, I think we started with the analysis around 20. If not, then I'll check it anyway after. Now alts. Chatting and Q&A. Okay. As you can see, by the way, I also have alarms here. I have an alarm at the top of this box. I have an alarm below the box. It informs me of what price is doing, just in case I'm not behind my my laptop here, my PC setup, laptop setup. And then I also have another alarm all the way down here, just above the next support box. So if anything happens on Bitcoin, we will know. We will know. I will quickly get some water. because it's finished, and then we get into the alts. Okay, so give me 1 second. Yeah, I just grabbed the whole bottle. Why not? Easy. Water. I have a friend, and he always says, "Water, water. You want to poison me or something?" he doesn't like to drink water. He likes to drink Coke and stuff. Okay, let's get this started. Wait, short check here if anything was happening. Spreading love from the last few weeks of trading. Business has been good of late. Well, I like to hear that. Good job, maybe a Band-Aid. Progress, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Cheers, Pierre. You're welcome. You're welcome. Daba, what's up? Does time change probabilities? Yes. For example, watching 50-minute time frame to daily time frame, but both charts show the same pattern, just in different time perspective. No, unless, like, if you analyze the same, so the current range, right, since all-time high, I can go to a 50-minute time frame, zoom out far enough, and I will see this range. But it doesn't change the time probabilities, because this range, if you're looking for 4, is going to be matched against the daily 2. Even though I'm on a 50-minute time frame, this, with regards to time, is still matched against a daily wave 2, and not a 15-minute structure. Unless, of course, I just zoom out more, and then, you know, eventually I'll get the 50-minute time frame wave 2 in my screen as well. So now, like the daily 4 is matched against the daily 2 in this case. But time does change probabilities, because if a structure is like, if you are comparing WY or an AB or AC or YZ, WZ, like, if the second structure is starting to be 5-6 times longer than your first structure, it lowers probabilities. And if the next structure is shorter than the 382, it also lowers probabilities. Your common target is the 382 to the 4. 4 is already quite long, but most structures are in that range, you know. Yeah, Blaster. Yeah, very nice, no? Good analysis, and that's true. In that case, we would then have a X finished at the low, being in this case, it needs to be a double zigzag, and then you have a flat A, B, tap the box, C, move to the upside. Yeah, and then of course your C should be very fast coming off the box, which can create the FOMO. Welcome, Mossy, Otter Gang. Anyone here from the Otter Gang? Welcome. What's up, Odin? How you doing? Render request for CVD is safe to stay. Yeah, you can use any time frame, but CVD is strongest on the lower time frame. So my favorite is 15. For scalpers, 3 min is really good. I recently got a question somewhere, but it was about, can I use the 1 minute? Yes, you can, but the 1 minute, of course, first of all, things change very quick. So yeah, you have to act very quickly. And it also means that on a 1 minute time frame, I can see the CVD line move. So if I go to a 1, you can even go to seconds. No? But if you check the most recent CVD line, then based on what the candle does, right, the yellow or the blue line or both, they're literally changing as the candle is printing, because CVD gives you live market information. It's what's happening now in the candle. So what the lines go down, what it shows is in this red candle, there's more sellers than buyers at the moment, right? That's literally what you're basically seeing here. Now, as sellers increase, this line is just going to get steeper. If buyers are coming in like that, I'm not a market maker, by the way. I mean, if buyers are coming in, then you can see the line, things change live. So it's not easy to use it nicely on a 15-minute time frame, or sorry, on a 1-minute time frame, because of just how much is happening on such a low time frame, right? Can you use it? Absolutely. Are there scalpers using it? Yes. On Telegram, there's a guy called Dr. Wolf, and he is a scalper using 1, 3, 5-minute CVD timeframes, right? And he does very, very well for himself. So you can, but you do need, of course, a plan, right? CVD won't be your only tool on the lower timeframes. Preferably, you have more than just CVD, just to be more confident in your trading plan, right? So CVD is, of course, a great asset. I also use it as an additional tool in everything that I use. Watching on TV with the family. Welcome, Zakia. Hopefully I pronounced your name right. But hi, Zakia. Nice to have you here. Ganam has been watching the live streams for many months already. And he's a great, awesome guy, very chatty, and writes comments below the videos as well. So thanks to him for being here. And hopefully you learned a thing or two now that you are watching today's live stream as well. Hi from the south of France, by the way, Nice. You can go to Google Maps, write Nice, like nice, and then south of France, and that's where I am at. So, okay. Wait, we need 15 new subscribers a day to reach 15K subs before the end of the year. Nice calculation, Mark. Nice calculation. I actually don't know how much we are at. Okay, let's start. We are at how many subscribers? 14 point something. Loading. 14.601. Let's start. So I saw 2 people mentioning Link here. So let's go to Link. Let me get my pen again. Oh, by the way, yesterday we did Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, TIA, LTC, SEI, COS, HBAR. The day before, Bitcoin, Solana, Doge, DNX, KDA, XRP, ETH, KDA, or FET, and Rose. And, there's a lot more. So make sure to check out the altcoin playlist. By the way, Jeroen, if you're here, could you change in the LINKTREE, the altcoin Elliott Wave link goes to a video, not the playlist. So it would be good to change the link here to the playlist. Not to, I think the rest should be okay, but it's the altcoin one that directs to a video, but not the playlist. Okay, so today we of course have Bitcoin at about 20 minutes into the live stream, and now we go to Link. What's the time? Cool. 53. So Link, nice move up. Of course, we generally cover the higher time frames. Up. And we took the high. That is also good to see. We have hit the resistance this week. Very nice. So yeah, we had our support here. After hitting support, we put on this box on the channel. Right, it's quite simple support resistance areas. Of course, this has been an important area. And what was very nice, which is something that we covered, is this. And that was on many alts. Many alts were in the same situation where you had this horizontal support resistance. And what you want to see is a candle close above, then retest it and change the structure, right? Which is awesome. Very, very nice. Moving up to resistance. This is, of course, more traditional TA, but it shows you don't need all the complex stuff. Elliott Waves is very, very useful in my opinion. But this is, of course, a very, very nice very simple. If you would take it when the candle high here is taken, this is of course what is this? 1, 2, 4. It's not bad, right? Of course, you need to wait 3 weeks, but 1 to 4 is nice. So cool. From an Elliott wave point of view, using Elliott wave knowledge, we have our move to the upside. You can see that currently locally here, volume is increasing. So therefore, right, the most recent pushes to the upside have the highest amount of volume. Therefore, we preferably count this structure to the upside as a 3. Now that means that preferably we then have a couple of 1-2s, at least 1, 1, 2. Then we have 3, 4, 5. I actually probably need to change this. 1 second here, because I need to add a layer. As we then have this one red candle, right? Can be another 1, 2 here. So you have your 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now volume is not like anything significant just yet. I wouldn't mind seeing volume increase a little bit more, as over here in wave 1 we of course had higher volume so far. So at the moment we're just making a higher high on a lower amount of volume. But the local price action is most important, and with regards to the local price action, we do see price moving up and volume increasing, which is what you like to see. So to keep things simple, I remove the wide count, and what we're looking for here is at least a couple of 4-5s to come still, right? So we are at resistance, so be very, very mindful of this. There's always that potential of having a bigger 1, 2, 1, 2, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the minimum from an Elliott wave perspective that you would look for, right? So you want to see a 5-wave structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At this moment in time, you just move up, volume increasing. You're still waiting for a 4 and a 5, right? And preferably your 4 is at least one, if not a couple of sideways candles. And then you get your move up. Right? We are at resistance, so please make sure you trade safe, because we are against resistance. No? So this is what's going on Link. Also, if you do hit the 886, taken from the high to the low, at 40.339. Then the probability significantly increased to take out the high, all-time high. So there we go. We had a render coming in from Mr. Odin, weekly render. Odin, are you like mega leveraged, or like solo queuing render, or every week? Yeah. So at least we moved above the support resistance area. That's good. No, that's good. Are we at the point of control? Where are we now? Point of control is still just above us at 10. 10 is important resistance, also a round number. WXY is of course bearish, but it's not the highest probability. Oh yeah. Oh, we also have a monthly at 10. More reason to be very, very mindful of 10. So that would be important. Now, with regards to the local price action, you can see very clearly a 3-wave structure to the downside here, right? If we go to a daily, of course, it becomes a bit more clear, but you can see basically a 3-wave structure. If we want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you have overlap between 1 and 4. 2 is bigger than 4, it just lowers probabilities, right? So it makes more sense to count it as a 3-wave corrective structure. Now, you still have the opportunity of bigger corrective structures, but in general, the overall bias would be bullish. Now, if you take the 0.7, we also now hit the 0.7 nicely, which means a double zigzag. If we look for an ABC, correction, ABC, sharp corrective structure, that has now lowered in probabilities. So even if you look for a bigger sideways structure, you are preferably looking for sideways structures and not the deep corrective structure anymore. Okay. Anything? Let me have a quick look here at okay. Wave 5 is actually longer than your 3. So it also, so a diagonal is not allowed. You can't have a contracting diagonal here. So yeah, higher probability, 3-wave structure, which increases probabilities to still look for higher prices, either directly or indirectly. If you do move into a bigger range, probabilities are highest. It's a sideways range, not a deep range. Yeah, that's, you know. So what's up, Cold? How you doing? Welcome. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining, man. Pleasure, Milo. So yeah, that's render. You know, like this move to the upside, like I prefer on render to actually like look at this. This structure to the upside is not a very, very nice structure. You can very clearly like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. We can count a 5-waver here. And if we remove the volume for a second, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, right. But look at this range here in the middle. I don't like this stuff. It's like in the middle. You need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. So that is why potentially here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Bigger correction up. But that's still relatively quote unquote bearish because you look for a deeper retracement. But still a bullish scenario, 1, 2, or you look 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, whatever it is, you still, the probabilities remain higher to still take out this high at some stage due to a 3-wave move down. But you got to have a very clear plan, of course, on how to trade this. Because we are covering higher time frames. So, of course, you can still move in a bigger sideways structure. So, yeah. Oh, damn, I forgot to write down render. I guess we started at like, what, 57 or something. MINA? What's MINA? I don't think wait, let me first check. I don't actually think. One second. The sun is coming in, and holy moly. Okay, perfect. I actually don't think that I have Mara. No, I don't even have MINA. What's MINA? Okay, it does seem I have an invalidation here, so that means we have checked it. Let me add it to my coin coverage here. Oh, but we don't have any analysis. I mean, look, we don't actually really need any analysis because the thing with MINA is you just come off an all-time low, pretty much. So if this is bullish, you're looking for 1, 2, 1, 2 continuation. And that's that really. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there's not much to add. This is an important support resistance area on the chart. Resistance, 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 support, resistance. You're approaching it now again. So big area on the chart. And if this is bullish, first of all, you need to really move above this area here. So that would be moving above 1. And if this is bullish, then yeah, you need to look for 1, 2, 1, 2s, and this is your invalidation. Volume is slightly higher here on the Coinbase chart. So you do have at least the highest peak volume in the recent move up. You are at resistance, so I won't be surprised to see a bit of a range here. But if you're looking for an impulsive structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're still looking for 4, 5 price action. Now, wave 4 would be invalidated if you touch the 618, which is at 0.58 at the moment, taken from the invalidation low to the current high. Actually, it's higher if this is a 1, 2. your invalidation, if this is a flat, is 0.64. So this would be invalidation to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not allowed. You need 4, 5, not touching 0.64. And the invalidation of a bull trend is taking the low. 1, 2, 1, 2, maybe another 1, 2. That's allowed, but yeah, you know, you're at resistance now. So if you, just like with the other alts, like Link, for example, close above, retest, change the structure, positive. And then the moment you move above this high, I mean, honestly, you're in all-time highs, right? Like this is just like, I don't know if there's anything before, because I don't know, Coinbase chart, but if not, if this is the beginning of MINA, I don't count this. I don't like, this doesn't provide anything. So like information, basically, once you move above here, you're in price discovery. You don't have any structure here or really anything significant that you can use. Oops. So yeah, that would be MINA. Is there any other chart that has more? Okay. A little bit more here. So actually now I want to have this. No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it does. I'm going to remove MINA. Wait, I very often add stuff. Oh, there we go. Thanks. Add MINA to the watch list, please. There we go. And then okay, so we have at least a little bit more information here. So this is at least more structure, so it's just more useful. It's not a lot, but you know, at least it's better. Yeah, okay. This is then not useful. Okay, yeah. So that's that on MINA really. I was just trying to see if there's another chart that's useful. Jupiter. So I'll do Jupiter, and then we have Algorand. Jasmine, don't have. Okay. Wait, is this it? Is this yup? Oh, yup. USD. Oh man, what chart do I then need? It would be good if you have like some of these alts. Like I don't have them in my list. I need a chart with the most info, or at least a chart that you guys use, because for me this is all very random. I don't know if this is the main. And also another problem with Yup is you have so little information, so it's very easy. If you're bullish, you don't want to change market structure. That's the analysis. Price is moving up, bit of a volume increase. As long as you don't change structure, you're bullish. That's Yup. Yeah. So that would be your invalidation. Yup, USDT on Bybit. Oh yeah. Yeah. This is so this cannot be used. All of the first move up is irrelevant. So all of this can be removed. This is also not relevant. So the only thing that's relevant. So for me, this is the all-time low from a counting perspective. And this is just, if you're bullish, you want impulsive structures, meaning you want to hold your structure. So that's the analysis. Because you don't have history, you are then looking for 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and eventually you want to move into a 3. So in other words, you want the structure to continue. You need to hold market structure. If you change structure, that's a problem for the bulls. Yeah, I guess maybe a band-aid. It's just some new projects launched in like the beginning of the year, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, so the next one we had here was Algorand. Algo. Okay. Nice move. I don't have anything going on my chart here, but this is of course an easy chart to analyze. But let's see if we have another one where I do have something. No, okay. We go to Coinbase, and when price is pushing like this, you can't really analyze much. So basically, you're looking for 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. You just need to wait for 3 to be finished. Start a range in 4. When you get a bit of a range, you're still looking for continuation up in a 5 after minimum. So yeah, you would still be looking for price to move up, and that's it. So sometimes, of course, Elliott waves can be that quick when you see a chart once it's pushing. Highest volume, local move up since the low, highest volume in the recent move. We have some resistance at about $1, which of course is also then a psychological area. Let's see what the volume here has done. Okay, so and you also have here the value area high. Okay, do we have anything else? Let's pull the volume profile up here. It's also a bit of a point of control of the upper section here. So yeah, that's your resistance 81, or actually this 86 to 110, and that would be an area of resistance. If you can pass this area though, then yeah, there's not too much holding you back. All right, for the highs, it's not too much going on. You have a bit of a value area high, maybe a 2, but okay. Okay, that's could be nice. So rejection 1, start a range, hit the golden pocket speed fan, get a rejection, move below, get back above, flip the golden pocket, and then flip the 7.5, move to the 886, and once you hit an 886, you expect price to eventually take that high as well. Yeah, you're looking for price to continue. Also here even on the daily, just up, volume increasing. This is of course typical wave 3. So you're looking for price to continue. Of course, the last few candles volume is diminishing, but you're like, these would be your even more 2s. Then you have a 2 over here, and you have this as a 2. So you're still looking for 4 5 4 5s, and really interesting area of resistance is at 1. Yep. So that would be the probabilities would be highest to continue. Still look for 4 5s later. Look for a reaction at $1. If you flip this resistance, yeah, there's not much left. You have a bit of resistance at 2, value area high, but you know that's about it. There's not much left. I'm actually going to add this to my coin coverage as well. Ooh, we have Ara, I see here in the chat. By the way, Vigent, welcome to the channel. Good to have you here. Appreciate you you riding here as well. Good to see you. Good luck on 15K. Thank you. I'm not sure if we're gonna make it before the end of the year. 400 left. It's gonna be, as we say in the Netherlands, kile, which basically means like we might just tick the 15 or we might just not tick the 15. It would be nice to, of course, end on a 15. Just switch it before year's end. Would be awesome. And then this year we moved from 5.8k to 15k in 1 year, which is absolutely insane. First year was February till so 2023 Feb is when the channel started, 20th of Feb, and we got from 0 to 5.8 in 10 months. And now from 5.8 to almost 15, yeah, it would be insane. Weekly time frame. So on Cardano, and you can pretty much see it's a similar story as many alts, right? So we're moving to the upside. Cardano is now testing the main area of resistance. It's moving into resistance on a high amount of volume. That's what you like to see. If you do pass this, let me remove this here. Main area of resistance is we're just moving above it now as well, but let's see if we can close. What day is it now? It's Tuesday, Wednesday? No, like Tuesday. So the week just started. So let's see if Cardano, we want to first of all see continuation, but of course closing, retesting, and changing the structure is of course positive as well. We're at least moving above the resistance here, and then it's just like smaller resistances. You have a weekly at 140, weekly at 2, then you have the value area high, but then you're so high already, right? You're so close. If you touch the 886, yeah, so let's take it. If you touch the 886, high to the low. Oh, we're also at the golden pocket, by the way. Nice. So yeah, this is, yeah, even though you're above the point of control, you're still in the golden pocket area here. So that is, you got to flip the golden pocket basically. So this whole area, you're still in resistance. This is still resistance. So I wouldn't mind waiting for a weekly candle to close or to significantly start moving above the 6.6 with local volume increasing. We do have the 886 here at 233. If you touch 233, probabilities increase to take the high. But be mindful, because as we know on the channel, after an 886 touch, price does like to retrace to the golden pocket. We saw it on Ethereum as well. 886, retest, potential for continuation. Just something to be mindful of, right? Happens quite often on the lower time frames. Now, from an Elliott wave point of view, this is your count on Cardano. Also has the highest probability. We have been analyzing Cardano for a long time, and this structure to the downside was counted as a corrective zigzag family structure to the downside here. And we hit support 786, common target for 2. And then you look for a continuation. Let me clean this up here. You can see we're making a new high, right, on a higher amount of volume. That's what we like to see. And then, yeah, you're still looking for at least 2 4 5s with the potential of 3 if we count 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5 4 5. But at least 2. Highest amount of volume, price moving up. Your bearish count is, of course, a zigzag. A, B, and then C. But even in a zigzag to the upside, you still look for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside C. So you actually still want 1 more 4, 1 more 5 whenever that 4 comes. Of course, we're at resistance now, so it has potential. The thing with wave 3s, and this might be maybe a bit annoying for oops, sorry, webcam, for people watching is, yeah, but okay, when does the wave 4 start? Well, that's the magic question, right? Because wave 3s can be very extended, and it's never a good idea to try and estimate the high of a wave 3, because a wave 3 can just push and push and go and go and go and go. And if you try to short for a wave 4, you're going to get your ass clapped many times before you're finally right and you can tell your friends you got a screenshot and you sniped the high with a short, which of course is not reality. So instead, wait for a range to form, or have a clear plan on how you join in the middle of a pump, right? From an Elliott wave point of view, it always makes most sense to wait for ranges to form. This is on a weekly time frame. That's what we analyze. But you can, of course, go to the daily, the 4 hour, the 15-minute. Even though price is pumping on a weekly time frame, there will be many opportunities to join this pump on a 15 or a 1 hour time frame. As long as you wait for a range to form, you analyze that range, and that will give you a new opportunity to join. And one opportunity was just now. So I haven't checked this yet, but this is a perfect example. You move up, you touch the 886, but you do not take out this high. 886 touched. Oh, 886 touched. Oh, by the way, this might be, wait here, look at this. Ta-da! So 886 touched, moves down to the golden pocket. The moment an 886 is touched, probabilities are high to take out the high. Right? Not very uncommon to move to a golden pocket before the potential of continuation. Brilliant. Right? That's your potential like entry in that case, right? So you look for signs of, are we going to continue or get a bigger drop? If you touch an 886, probabilities are high to take the high. Any move to the downside is likely corrective. Even if you do this, 535 ABC up next. Cool, entry over here, still look for upside. So on a 1 hour, there's many opportunities. Same here. Oh, wow, here. Wow, what a great chart. So here, you hit the 886, right? You move down again to the golden pocket. This time it doesn't hold, right? It's not like it has to hold. It's just common to move to the golden pocket after an 886. You move back down, but because the 886 is touched, rare for 2, common for a wave B or a wave X, probabilities increase to move down is a wave C or a wave Y, corrective structures, increasing the probabilities for price to take out this high sooner or later. So 886 touch, area of interest to look for opportunities to the upside, not necessarily the downside. And then, yeah, you come down here, but yeah, cool. And then this also even turns into a 3-wave structure once you take out the high. So once you take that high, you even have more like reason to look for movement to the upside, because you got a 3 here. And a 3-wave structure is bullish, right? You go up, you take out this high, you're going to be looking for these two here. So on the 1 hour, many opportunities. On the weekly, of course, it looks like, oh yeah, we got to wait for a wave 4 to form. But mind you that on a 1 hour time frame, there's like, and this is 1 hour, there's many opportunities. Right? So yeah, we're still looking for price to move up. We did Yup on Bybit. Yup was done at around like 1 hour and 8 minutes into the live stream. So we've done that one. Ooh, I see one that we haven't done for a while. So for people that ask, for example, about XRP, please check this stream yesterday, 1 hour 13. Timestamp is in the video. FET was 2 live streams ago at 1 hour 53. COSPA was done yesterday at 1 hour 41. So that's the most recent live stream on the channel. Anything else there? Yeah. Okay. Wait, what were, oh yeah, BNB. We're gonna check BNB here quickly. Wait, did I put the coins in the live stream yesterday in the title, or did I forget? Probably forgot, didn't I? Ah, I think I did. Oh no, that's good. Oh yeah, the last 2 live streams I forgot to put the coins in. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that after this live stream, and then I also put the coins in this one, of course. BNB. Okay. Let's see. Oh, so BNB. Now, I actually don't think I've ever seen the BNB chart as the channel is live. So I expect the folders I have here to be old analysis. So I knew about BNB when I kind of like when price was over here at like 2030. And then of course bull market up. But all of this is very, very old. So the 3 is on the high here. So it must have been 2021. Not bad. And then we have a bearish scenario. Okay, bearish, nice. Bearish was still bullish. Targets. Okay. Oh, that's in the range. So it can't be that old, but I can't remember the last time we did BNB. But this is not bad. Bit of resistance. Flip to support. Well, let's make it wide. Okay, so did we take the high or didn't we? Yes, we did. Now, actually, I agree with the Young Kun. So the old analysis in that case 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5 on the macro. Alternatively, 1 2 3 4 5. That's your bearish scenario actually, and then after 5 down. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. Most bullish 1 2 1 2. Sky's the limit. In those cases, of course, you look for price to move up and not just wick the all-time high. Like a wick is not like sufficient really for the minimum target for a 5 is taking out the 3, but a wick that's not like that's not what you like to see. You know, you like to see a bigger structure. Now let me have a look at the local time frame here. So in other words, I'd still be looking for price to actually move up. Oh, we did touch the 886, and would you look at that, to the golden pocket. So yeah, the 886 has been touched. Probabilities on BNB are higher to still look for higher prices. If we check the volume, 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 question mark, another 4 5, but then you would still take out the high. So 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. This is quite deep. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. But yeah, you're still looking for higher in those cases. So I'm still looking for price to take out this the all-time high now on the chart here. And then as price moves above the all-time high, you're in price discovery, and that's when you gotta wait again for a rejection or a new range to form, right? And that, oh wait, is it all-time high or is it not? Jeez, hello? Yes, it is. Okay, yeah, exactly. But that is your BNB. So on the higher time frame, of course, on the weekly, you'd still be looking for up. I'm not a big fan of having a wick as a wave 5, right? I'd still look for more candle closes above a 3 for a 5. And locally, you touch the 886. So unrelated to local corrective structures, you're still looking for price to take out the high. Any move down is a higher probability C or Y or other part of a corrective structure, and you're going to be looking still for price to take out all-time high. So yeah, I actually don't know when did we do Rune for the last time? Rune. There we go. Okay, we hit resistance. Move down to support. very nice. Impulse, very nice. What's this? Group 1. Okay. Impulse. Nice. Okay, so resistance touch. Oh wait, rune. What's the 1 second? What's the timestamp? That was my notebook. 131. I didn't do ARB. Not today, at least. Oh, I see. We did ARB 1, 2, 3 streams ago. We did ARB at 1 hour 9:30. Should be in the title, but yeah, that's the last time we did ARB. What's Bitcoin doing, by the way? Let's have a quick look here. Okay, we're almost getting there, finally. So, yeah. 886 locally touched. The bearish CVDs, more important. They are local, 3 minute. Okay, so Rune move to the upside is actually quite a nice 5-wave impulsive structure. Right, highest volume in your 3, another high, lower volume into resistance to get your 5. So quite neat. Let's clean up the chart, only have the waves on. Now in a bullish scenario, of course, we do this and that. That, of course, is your most bullish scenario. Okay. Checking time. Time from start 1, end 1, 382. We finished after the 382, which is good. That's what we like to see. The question is, of course, is this now finished? Yes or no? Okay. We have a high peak volume here in the low. So of course the volume, the red candle volume here is higher, but I'm looking for wave 3. So this would be a 1. Then you need a 2, you need a 3, 4, 5 if you want to be really bearish, right? Because if you're really bearish, then you want to see a 5-wave, not a 3-wave structure. And this would then be a 1, you then get a 2, but this can't be 3, 4, 5, right? Overlap between 1 and 4. Won't be surprised if 3 is the shortest wave. It's not possible. So then you would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Problem is your 4 is too high, invalidating a wave 4. Increasing probabilities, this is a 3, this is a correction, and this is a 3, leading to a WXY. And a WXY is then suggesting taking out the high at 11.6. So preferably in this case, you would have a finish 2 at the 05 here, which, by the way, is actually a very nice, very simple support resistance area on the chart. So a nice little bit of confluence. Now locally, yeah, price move, lots of overlap here, eh? A lot of overlap. Could this be? So your invalidation now would be taking out this low. I wonder if there's the potential here for a diagonal. Now look at the volume. So of course, if you do count a diagonal, you can have a bigger correction and then continue. Alternatively, you have a bunch of 1, 2s. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and you're literally on the verge of a 3. Now in that case, your invalidation is this low, be a bit more safe, that low, right? If it does fly in a 3. So yeah, you want volume to increase. Why are we staying here? What's the resistance? 1 second here. So we had a monthly here, but we flipped the monthly. Resistance, now support. What's volume? Why are we holding here? Value area high. Value area high. Okay, it's the value area highs. Okay. One second here, just internally counting. Okay, so if you count a diagonal, you need to have this as a 1. You can't have a 1 here because a flat is not allowed in a diagonal wave 2. And you can't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 4 moving below 2. So you would need 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Again, a flat is not allowed, also not in a 4. So you would need to end here. This is then your diagonal. And in that case, you have either a finish 2 or this is your finish 2 with a diagonal in the end, a running flat A, B, C, 2, right? This is your 1, 2. And then you again come in 1, 2, 1, 2, and then, then poof. So yeah, your bullish scenario is definitely looking for continuation. You don't want price to move below. I mean, preferably even a higher low. Even this one would be a bit dodgy, but you don't want you don't want price to move below here. That's your first invalidation. And if you do move below here, then the invalidation for just bullish in general is the low at 2.55. So yeah. Yo. Hello? Which one is it? Oh, that one. Support resistance on the chart. So you are at resistance. Flip this and looks good. Pleasure, Courtney Cox. So your bullish scenario is a finished WXY double zigzag in a 2, diagonal structure in a 1. Alternatively, these are multi-1-2s and not a diagonal. Preferably after a diagonal 1, you get a deep 2. This is still relatively shallow. I guess it's an 05, 38205 retracement. Let me have a look here. Yeah, it's a 38205. It's in the middle. So it's relatively shallow, but yeah, sometimes that's the way it is. So of course, most bullish is a multi-1-2. Your more bearish but still bullish would be a diagonal, and then you still look for price to move up. Your most bullish is diagonal corrective structure is finished, and you're building 1-2s here to then move up in a 3. You are at resistance, so of course you preferably flip that, right? Change the structure, and then there's great opportunities. If price, and this is just purely risk management, if price moves down, moves below here, the invalidation of then looking for 1-2s, you're looking for, of course, preferably a bigger corrective structure, maybe A, B, C, and then you want to, you want to move up. I think I'm not a big fan of moving below this one here. That would be. Preferably your diagonal correction is already finished. Of course, you can have a flat like A, B, C, but after a diagonal, preferably you have a zigzag correction that's deep and not flats. It's just probabilities, but it's just not really something you like to see. So in other words, you preferably don't really go down there. Oh. And if this is a B, then your B is almost 5 times longer than your A. That's also not great. So yeah, multi 1-2s would be nicer. Flip the support resistance you currently have on the chart here. That would be, of course, a nice sign of strength. and then take it from there. You're currently at resistance, and that's where we are, very clearly as well. Let me drag this. Very clearly support resistance area. So yeah, it's an important area on the chart, no? Resistance, support, resistance, support, support, resistance. Bit of I suppose like you close a candle here, so a bit of resistance, bit of support, resistance, support for one candle, resistance again, and here we are again. So on this chart, it's the most tested support resistance area, so it's very important. If you move above this, then yeah, it looks great. It's positive. But you are at resistance, and of course we want volume coming in, price to flip support or resistance into support, and the sky's next. So so cold. I tried to pick some as well that I see in the chat, but that's not, those are, some are covered every live stream, you know, and we did some yesterday, like COS, like yesterday was Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, TIA, LTC, SEI, COS, HBAR. So, you know, that's literally one day. So the day before we did Bitcoin, Solana, Doge, DNX, KDA, XRP, ETH, FET, and Rose. But I see Super here, which I don't recognize. No, I don't have it here. Do I have any analysis? No. Okay. Brand new. Okay. Yeah, probabilities are higher to continue the trend to the upside, move into all-time highs. I don't regard this as an all-time high. For me, this is the all-time high. This is no structure. This is just the beginning. So I always start counting from the low, and this is your first leg up. Regard this as all-time high. There's no structure or anything, at least on this chart. Maybe on another chart, I don't know. But on this chart, this for me is not relevant. So this would be all-time high. Still looking for price to take out all-time high. You hit the 886. So that's what I just checked. So you can see here, price classic. Touch the 886, move towards the golden pocket. Didn't hit it this time, but at least you rejected, which does happen often. And yeah, you still didn't take the high, so it's just a matter of time, really. And from an Elliott wave point of view, highest amount of volume currently in this move to the upside. So preferably, of course, we count this as a 3. In that case, we want to have a multi 1-2 here on the lower time frames. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 1 2 3 4 5. This is your first impulse. That's your wave 1. Oh, nice. 1 2 3 4 5. Check time. Around the 1 to 1, that's good. It would be nice if your 2 is finished. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. Maybe correction before liftoff. So even though we're just below the all-time high here, it's definitely high probabilities you're gonna take it. Makes me think. What's local? Did you hit it here as well? Yeah, okay. You hit the 886 here as well. So any move down is corrective, likely C, Y, corrective anyway. So yeah, you're looking for price to take out that high. But I am aware on the lower time frame of the potential. Look at the volume of a 1 2 1 2. Look for 3 4 5 4 5. And then get a bit of a retracement and then continue. It's just the structure. So Yeah, but by all means, you're looking for price to take the high. Probabilities indeed are like once you take out this high, you would expect higher prices because you either look for 1, 2, and then you're on your route to a 3, maybe another 1, 2 in addition to get a double. So 1, 2, 1, 2 up. But you're looking for higher. And even in a bearish scenario, you then look for A, B, C. But C is most commonly similar in size to your 1 or your A, which is the one on the chart at the moment. So then your C target would be 8. And by the way, minimum target for C is the 0.618, which is 2.53. And even if price does this, A, B, C, you're still looking for price to take the high. That's a very deep drop. I don't really expect it. For an impulse, preferably your 2 is finished and this is your invalidation of the impulse. Time-wise, this is good, right, compared to 1, 2. So it would be nice if that's finished. So yeah, even in bearish structures, you're actually looking for a move up, because if you swing the high and then move down, you just got yourself a flat. So you look for ABC flat, buy opportunity and up. It just gives a better opportunity. Yeah, but yeah, you're looking for price to move up. Oh damn! I forgot to write this on my little card here. When did we start with this? I guess at like 143 or something. Super is similar to BNB. Yo, what's up, Tim? More chart on Binance. Oh, really? Aha. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Oh, okay. We're above the volume levels here. Point of control. Yeah. Yeah. Keep an eye on the local stuff here. Locals is still weekly time frame, but I'm much more interested in this. And yes, price is high to take the high. The moment, so now you're not really into price discovery because this is more structure. Look at this range here. So you're not, this is not all-time high now, but you do expect price to take out this high here. Yeah. But due to the structure locally here, like there's a bit of a curvature in here as well. I wouldn't be surprised to swing the high and look for a bit of a retracement. But this is a potential because the moment you take it, it's about the reaction. You can have your 1, 2. Yeah, I would like another 1, 2 really. That would be ideal, but so this is versus. I didn't add the other one to my chart, so at least I'm going to add it to my chart here. This is the one with more info. Pleasure, Lowry. Pleasure. I see. Okay, we haven't done. Dot is already a little while. Let me check it. Okay. After this, we go to BIGTIME, which I have no idea what that is. Dot 150. Okay. So these are the two things I have on my chart here. These two are, that must be daily time frame. Looking for 4 and 5. We touched the 886 here, so probabilities are higher to take out this high. So in other words, higher prices. Confluences, yes. Gap low 3-month chart. Okay. Second time we test the same resistance now. Would be nice if we pass it. Not resistance here 14 to 15, and then we have 17 to 23. Yeah, it's quite a big area, but there's a lot happening there. I gotta say the low here, like this is of course dramatic. This low has 1, 2, 3, 4, actually 5 lows. It's insane. Someone's been pressing the buy button every time we were in $3. So yeah, I mean, also here it makes most sense to look at the local impulse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the potential of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But keep an eye on the local stuff first, and it's always priority. So in this case, you can see on a daily, then you could count a 1, 2 here. And then this, because of the volume is highest here. So you preferably count this as your wave 3, meaning these are 2s, right? And this would be a 2. So you would then be looking for locally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're looking for price to take the high, and depending on the 2s, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, right? And then you will likely move up to your resistances here. And that is where that's where where the next ranges can happen. Now, if this is 1, 2, then of course you eventually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 get a retracement, bear market potential here, and then go up in your 3. So you have a double 1, 2 in this case, and then you move up. Alternatively, of course, you just go. But that depends on the reaction here, no? It depends on the reaction. So yeah, still looking for higher. Locally, of course, just look for 4, 5, 4, 5s, 8, 8, 6 here, and the uptrend has been touched. So definitely still looking for that to be taken. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Also for wave 4s, by the way, just to give you also, of course, an invalidation. Let's see if we do this, and then the invalidation for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 7, right? If you want to be a bit more safe, drag it from this one, and then it is 639. So yeah, you want to take the high first. We had BIGTIME, right? BIGTIME was up next. Yo Tim, hoe gaat het, kerel? Hoe is het op werk? Hoe is het met je beeldschermen? Zo werkt het niet. Moet ook minder eten, man. Dan komt je buik niet de hele tijd tegen het bureau aan. Blijf je schermen aanstaan. Oh, nice. Is this the chart with the most info? Oh, sorry, touched my mic. I think there's not more. It's just, this is it, no? Yeah. Okay. Mark. This morning, so Tim Boerboom in chat, he's a real life friend of mine, and this morning he was in the group WhatsApp. He was saying like, "Yo guys, my screens are constantly going out and on and out and on every time I get up." So, of course, the joke was made. Belly ? Touching the table, but in the end it had something to do with cables or whatever. Like, we figured it out, but Hey, we have an alarm going off, and that is very nice. Bitcoin moving to the downside finally. So now, of course, the Bitcoin is now testing the support, or at least we are at support. So, and because I am a trader, I of course had an alarm there. Very nice. Let me refresh my Windows. Yep. Yep. So now we're at support, and I mean, yeah, quite simply, we gotta wait again for. Let me quickly go to Bitcoin here. Some volume coming in as well. Touch the support. So all the 3-minute low time frame bullish CVDs played out, and now it's about chilling, no? So in my case, I was short, but I'm now out of my positions because I want to observe what price does here. So that was quite simply what I was looking for. Price to move down. And if we continue, then we continue, but that's no problemo. I got my piece of the pie. And now we observe. So of course this area here, you now move into this with a high amount of volume. So from a trading point of view, or at least from an Elliott wave point of view, you want to see stabilization, right? You want to see a range first. So in my case, do I have interest to long? Yes, I do. Am I long? No, I'm not. At least not. Am I from like way before? Yes, like swings, but not locally here, right? I don't have anything going on. We're moving down with volume. So what I would like to see is, first of all, right, we have a bit of a volume peak, would be for price to stabilize. It needs to hold support. And then change structure, right? That would be some nice signs of strength, preferably some bullish CVDs, some Elliott wave impulsive structures, and then yeah, I'm thinking about longing, but at the moment, right, and if we losing this support with the potential, of course, of retesting, can trigger my interest, depending on what I see, though. It might trigger my interest to enter a short again. All right, so I was already short, but now we hit support, and when I'm trading ranges, I like my boxes as like TPs and stuff. So now I just wait. It's nice. So yeah, that's literally what I'm looking for now. If we hold it, then it will take usually many hours before I get interested in going long. And if we lose support, then if we close candles below this box, then I'm interested in shorting for sure. But then I'm then looking for like retests, bearish CVDs, additional confluence, and then I might be interested in looking for downside. Where's my folder here? Oh, there we go. So yeah, nice liquidity zone. 91k, 90.7k. Yeah, it's of course, it's also of course here it's around the low, so of course there must be some liquidity there because of the low that you have. But let's first wait and see how price reacts here at support. Okay, and there we go again. Like it might take a while before we really see anything. Like yeah, we do have some volume coming in, but if we are talking about a double zigzag WXY down, they tend to end on peaks as well. So that is why so I'm a very patient trader, right? And this is also I learned I got my ass whooped back in the day, you know. So yeah, I got my win for the day, and now yeah, that's it. I actually think I entered my trade. Yeah, I entered yesterday, not today. I entered yesterday, but we have hit my my level, so. And now we just wait. So if bullish, I want to see price moving up, structure change, some bullish CVDs, bigger range forming, Elliott wave market structure that is giving me signs of strength for the bears, move below this red line, preferably then retest some bearish CVDs, right? And then I'm interested in looking for price to move to the next support, which 89 is then very interesting. Of course, it starts with the daily and the range value area high. Different time schedule. Yeah, Giannis. Yeah, it's just that this morning nothing really happened. So I was like, I was thinking about making a video this morning, but when I woke up, nothing happened. We were still here, and nothing really changed, right? Because yesterday I already spoke about this support, and we didn't break out. But as price was moving down and we got here, I was like, okay, now it's a good time to go live, as I hope we can catch also a move down. And here we are. So nice. We've done a couple of alts already. We'll have a look at BigTime was next, but then my alarm went off for Bitcoin, so here we are checking Bitcoin. But so far we've done Bitcoin, Link, Render, Mina, Jup, Jupiter, Algo, ADA, BNB, Rune, Super, Dot. BigTime was next, but then we hit support, so I'm more interested in having a little look at Bitcoin. Interesting. The volume delta is not that much at the moment. It's only minus 4.5 on the Blowfin exchange. So that's you're talking about the shorts coming in, right? But it's also, of course, the volume delta can be seen by using CVD. It's the lag, the move coming down, right? So it's the shorts, the market shorts coming in, and like into support, of course. Even though the volume looks high, 4.5 mil. Yeah, effort versus result. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, well, we now have the opportunity to observe what happens. Yeah. Murat will be able to talk about open interest in that case. I don't use open interest myself. So CVD for me is also order flow. It's connected. So CVD shows the same here. Volume delta goes down 4.52 million. I don't have the detail, but of course I can see how steep the line goes down. So yeah, but I don't really use those numbers in my trading. So I'm of course very patient. If you are interested in entering a trade, do you also go for the 3-minute time frame on CVD, or do you 15? 3 is too low for me. I don't 15. Yeah. But now that price locally here, of course, moves down. So I am not interested in this range. I'm not interested in the bigger bullish CVDs. I want to see it here. Like new ones, right? New, fresh. Like that's always the best. That's always the best. can be viewed by an indicator. I mean, we also have it here, I suppose, no? But I'm not sure. Okay, maybe not. Doesn't work. But yeah, ATAS, yeah, there's many different ones, of course, that you can check. But okay, we hit support. I have an alarm below here, just in case. Let's move it up a little if we do move below the red line. But let's wait and see what price is going to give us now. No, cool, nice profit in the bag. Very happy. Let's continue where we left off. Big time. Oh wait, I didn't edit. Okay, wait. Big time USD. Coinbase. No. Wait, we were on the weekly. But this was not. That wasn't the chart, right? Yeah, exactly. Big time. What is my time? 2:07. Well, we're already live for over 2 hours. 3 p.m. now. Probably the US is coming in now. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Wait, Matic, this one doesn't work. I can probably just remove it. So, big time. What the hell is this, man? Okay. We don't have any analysis here. Weekly is too high time frame. So at least today we swing the high. Well, there we go. Checking. That's a 618. One, two. 1 2 1 2. This is quite a big 2, and none of these 4s really mimic the 2. This one would, even though we touched the 618, which generally is incredibly low probabilities, but then here you go on, of course, quite a random, very volatile alt. So you might consider 1 2 3 4 5 ABC flat 1 2 3 4 5, and then this is your 1 A, B, 1 2 3 4 5, C, 2, and then you have your 1 2 1 2 and you up. So that's your bullish scenario. Let's make it a folder. I will highlight the fact that in this case we do put our 4 on a 618, which it's always a bit meh. Of course, your most bullish scenario is a multi 1 2, but before you have more information, I don't really want to go that way, like into multi 1 2s that much. So in this case, we do have then the 618 here. Very low, very rare, very very rare to see a 4 hit a 618. But then you're on an alt called Big Time, which has moved like absolutely hundreds of percent here. So it's nuts. In a relatively short period of time. I mean, this move by itself is 200, almost 300%. Not bad, not bad. And that's just, this is the daily chart. So this is August, from August, 300% since August. Jeez. Now then you have your flat ABC. Of course, most bullish would be that you already finished with your correction. Let's see, what's the retracement? 382, minimum target has been touched. Quickly organizing my chart here. No. Very nice. Some volume coming in. That's good to see. You got to be aware of this. Here you had a spike as well. You came down, range, but higher lows, and then you continued. Spike, potential, range, and then continue. So of course that's your bullish scenario where you already have a finished flat. 3 wave A, 3 wave B, 5 wave C. Up, there you go. And your alternative, now that this is a flat, then becomes A, B, C up or W, X, Y up in your bullish scenario. So in both cases, you're actually still looking for price to move up. The fact that you took this high here as well actually does increase the probabilities. Any move down, likely corrective instead of impulsive. Now your bearish scenario. Your bearish scenario, 1 second here, WXYX. Oh, you got to go into WXYXZ in wait, WX. What? Okay, we can move this into a WXY. I mean, that's your bearish WX, and then you have a Y. So this is double zigzag material. Yeah, you're still contained inside the channel. One second, I'm just getting information. Okay. Okay. Yeah, definitely the potential of an impulse there. And in a bearish scenario, you then have your zigzag. Now, of course, your C here is very big, right? Big C compared to your A, right? So you are looking in this case for A, B, C. You always need a bullish and a bearish scenario. A, B, C. Now your common target area for C is the 1 to the 1.236. The 1.618 is also still common. Moving above the 1.618, you really start to increase probabilities that you are looking at a impulse, not a correction. Now then we have our X in a double zigzag. Zigzag X should not hit the 0.7, which it didn't. And then you're looking for another A, B, C. A, B, W, X, Y. Ooh, overlap. Yeah, okay. I want to make it a bit nicer. Okay, there we go. And do this and this. Yes, very nice. Okay. Okay. SUI. We did that one. SEI yesterday. Seems like SUI hasn't been really been done for the past couple of days at least. For a short while. Anyway, wow, quite a wick, eh? Not bad. So what are we hitting? Point of control? Fairly area high. Fairly area high. Okay, so we have a bullish and a bearish scenario. Now it's always easiest to look at the bullish scenario and know the invalidations. So of course in a bearish scenario, if we're looking for a C, currently the highest amount of volume is here. So even in a C, you preferably look for 1, 2, maybe another 1, 2 in here on the lower time frame, but 1, 2, 3, and then have a 4 and a 5 to finish C, as a wave C is a 5-wave structure. Yep. Of course, alternatively, you look for WXY and then get your C. Common target for Y and C is actually still a little bit higher as well. So, you know, nice Elliott waves would be hitting the area and get a 5-waver in C. Now, with regards to the bullish scenario, it's a bit easier. So in this case, if you have a flat ABC, 2 is in. Of course, your real bull market invalidation is the low here, but this low here at 0.13, you don't really want to see that broken, right? Else you got to go into flats ABC up or WXY up. But the probabilities in general remain higher to move up. You have a swing here, right? A wick. Wick is not like wave 5 material. It's if you don't continue up like you did here, right? Here, you see the wick here on this thing. It's quite similar, no? And then you get a retracement, bit of a range, and then you move up, right? Bit of a wick here as well, range, and then you move up. So, yeah, there's no problem getting the same, but you would like to see continuation here up. So up is still highest probability on big time. If price moves below these lows here, then you are likely going to count this as part of a corrective structure. Wait, and then look for continuation later. That's like that's big time. Big time. So yeah, XRP might be correcting. I don't know, but we were eventually looking for a wave 4 on XRP. So it kind of was about time. XRP still, like, highest probabilities on XRP is still to take out all-time high. Okay, I gotta go soon, guys. Like, we've done so many charts. It's time to have a catch-up break. So SUI, we haven't actually visited this chart for a little while, but this has really been, I think, the best result of our analysis on all of the charts. Like, all of the charts probabilities are playing out, but this one has the biggest gain, which is really awesome. Like, it's quite incredible, no? So yeah, very, very nice. In this case, let's see, highest volume is 3, short 4, and you're looking for a 5 to finish, and therefore 3. I gotta say that, like, if this is a 3, you want it to be higher. It's actually. Wait, I need to write it down before I forget. SUI 219. So yeah, take a fib time, start of 1, end of 1, end of 2, and then the 1.618 would be a minimum target. That's at 8. It's still way ahead. Another 140%. So if you, this was a very nice 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. Such a nice impulse. 3-wave zigzag family corrective structure, deep, touching the 786 daily, flip the market structure. and on we go. High amount of volume is currently here, so at the moment you would therefore count 1 2 3 4 5. The issue is if you finish blue 3 here already, then it's not extended, which is most common, and you don't have a lot of space for blue 4 and then get a blue 5, because you don't want 4 and 1 to overlap. So therefore you would then move into 1 2 1 2 behavior, or ABC and bear market next. But that's at the moment not the highest probability. Now locally, so in other words, you're still looking for higher prices and 4 5s. You touch the 886 locally, take it from the high to the low. This is the log chart. You also did on the linear chart. So probabilities are still higher to look for higher prices. Price to take out the current all-time high here on SUI. We're just ranging, and that's normal. But probabilities are higher to still look for higher prices. And just be aware of course, wave 4s. You got to be able, with risk management, to take these corrective structures, right? You got to take them into account. Now, the common target for a higher degree 4 is the range of a lower degree 4, right? So also something to be aware of. Now, you touch the 886 locally, probability is higher to still look for higher prices. You're in price discovery. You, like, at least based on my chart here, you don't know how high things can move. The only thing you can really analyze is local retracements and structures, and the probabilities are highest to take out that high. So yeah, SUI is awesome analysis. Yeah, if you go back to the streams we started analyzing here, yeah, it's brilliant. What a move, man. What a move. So yeah, guys, if you have any more questions, make sure to, like, tomorrow is going to be another live stream, but I gotta move. Got to work on the Elliott Wave PDF for all of you. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be another live stream, so more alts will be covered tomorrow as well. What CVD should I use, perp or spot? I use perp. So you don't need to use one or the other. It's about what information do you want in your trading. Thanks, Cheese, by the way. So tomorrow, of course, another live stream. Maybe tonight, if anything really happens on Bitcoin, I might be going live tonight again, because of course now I didn't do a morning update because not too much happened. We were actually waiting for what's happening now, which is price moving. So that's good. I explained what I'm looking for, and if anything happens later, then I'll just jump on a live again, and we're gonna have a chill session. So in today's live stream, by the way, we did Bitcoin, Link, Render, Mina, Jupiter, Algo, Cardano, BNB, Rune, Super, Dot, BigTime, and SUI. And yeah, I will also make sure that the previous 2 streams will include all the alts that we covered in the title, because I forgot to change the title. So I still need to do that. But I'll do that now. Right, so I close the stream. I first put everything in this video, the timestamps and stuff in the title, and then I work on yesterday's and the day before the titles. And if you want to know, like, what alts have I done, just go to the altcoin playlist on my YouTube homepage, and in the title, not yet the 2 previous videos, but it will be in now in 10 minutes, you will see all the alts that are covered in that video. So just hover your mouse on top of the video. You'll get like the title, right, appears, and just see if your alt is in there, yes or no. And then you can go to the timestamp and find whatever you're looking for. Wow, sorry for all the shaking. With my new webcam, that's going to be improved. I already have it. I'm just waiting for the stand. Or the arm, the webcam arm. I got my microphone arm though. Gonna have a new mic as well. Okay, thanks everyone. Might be online later depending on what price does. If I will be, then I of course will plan the live stream in advance, so you guys get a notification if YouTube gives them. And in Discord, of course, it will be visible as well. So yeah, very nice. Thanks everyone for being here and for proposing all of the charts that we've done. And yeah, I will see you again at the next one.